keeps turning down the air conditioning. It is frigid in here. Hello, this is Principal Chavez. Hi, hon. It is Helen at the district office. How are you? Oh, hello, Helen. I'm good, busy, but good. How about yourself? A busy little bee. You know, I woke up breathing and alive, so I cannot complain, hon. Cannot complain. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. How is your son doing? Oh, he's good. He's playing football, so he's always busy, too busy for me, but yeah, he really enjoys it. Good for him. Good for him. And you too, hun, and you too. I don't want to give my age away, but my son's in his 40s. Beautiful family, beautiful family. But it does go fast, hun. Goes by very fast. Oh, I believe it. Well, I know you're just a busy bee, so I'm going to try to make this quick for you, hun. Okay, I'm going to check my notes, though, because I don't remember everything all the time. So Raquel's mother called last week and mentioned how 8:35 a.m. does not work for her family. She would not explain to me why, hun. She just said doesn't work for her family schedule. I asked 3 different times and basically said it's none of my business. So I did speak to Bob, and we cannot excuse her tardies unless we know exactly what is going on. Yes, I had a meeting with her last week. She mentioned that she was going to call district. She did not let me know what was going on. I was hoping she would at least explain some of it to you so we knew how to support Raquel. I explained that as well, hon. I don't understand. Again, she just said it's none of anyone's business. But I spoke to Bob, and then he did write me an email back. He's been at training. And he said that there will be a truancy letter sent out soon. Hold on. Okay. Oh, so a couple options. We wait for her to get the truancy letter, or we can call and explain and see if she's willing to seek support. So that's what Bob said in his email. Okay, let me just pull up her information real quick. Okay, so it looks like her tardiness and being absent haven't gotten any better. I already talked to her. I explained it. I don't know what more I can do. Obviously, I have many other students that I have to focus on. So, I mean, at this point, I kind of feel like we did what we could do. Agreed. Bless her heart. She thinks we can just rearrange the whole school schedule for her. But Bob said it might be good for me to call mom and explain. What about Raquel? How is she doing? Okay, I completely agree. I mean, she has to understand that Raquel's education is a priority. She is in Miss Rainbow's class. When I spoke to Miss Rainbow, she explained that Raquel is an active participant in her education. She shows up excited and happy to learn when she is in school. Oh, I am so glad to hear that. Oh, that poor girl just cannot be brought to school on time. I also told mom that we have bus transportation. Bus is only 10 minutes away, but mom declined. Yeah, she declined that. Yep. And as my email stated, that was already discussed with her as well. Okay, hon. Well, looking over my notes, it looks like I got everything I needed on my end. I do have some forms to type out for Bob and some other things to catch up on, but he's, like I said, he's gone on training, so I'm not super busy. But you have a wonderful evening, Miss Chavez, and thank you for your dedication to the school and the district. Thank you, Helen. I do not know what this district would do without you. You have a wonderful afternoon as well. You too, hun. Bye-bye. That's it. I am not going to let anyone touch the air conditioning again. It is too cold. Okay, I got my coffee. Got my pens. Got to make sure my favorite pen works. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Hey, Helen. I love your new shoulder blanket. Shoulder blanket? Honey, no. This is a shawl. Yes, hon. Yeah. Actually, my son got it for me. I told him I have just been so cold at work. Well, that was really nice of him to do that. I carried that boy for 9 months, okay? He came out 10 pounds. It's the least he could do, right? You have a nice day, hon. This is Helen. Hi, Helen. This is Raquel's mother. I don't know if you remember me. Yes, I remember you, hun. I forget things from time to time, but I definitely remember you. Well, I just got a truancy letter in the mail, so I'm just really trying to figure out what's going on. Yes, hun. I did send an email last week letting you know that there was going to be a truancy letter if things did not change, and I'm assuming at this point nothing had changed. This is ridiculous. Why did the teacher not warn me? Oh, bless your heart. The teacher's job is to educate the students that are at school, and your job is to ensure that your child shows up to school. See how that goes? Certain people's responsibilities. It is not the teacher's job to ensure that your child shows up to school. That's too funny. Well, no one called me. Nobody called me and let me know. So I feel like this is really unprofessional. Hun, there were emails sent, and you also have access to the online portal. You can see everything for yourself, hun. And I told you that 8:35 a.m. does not work for my family schedule. Yes, you did say that. You mentioned that a few times, but you never explained why, so there's not much I can do. Okay, I really didn't want to say anything. Honey, I have heard some strange things over the past 15 years. Nothing really shocks me, except when my dear sweet husband Larry passed away in his sleep last year. I was very shocked by that. We were all very, very shocked. I just don't even know if you'll understand. I don't sleep well at night. Oh, hon, I'm sorry to hear that. Is that a medical condition? No, it just started. I started seeing someone. He gets off late. By the time the babysitter comes over, I spend time with him. I get home. It takes me a really long time to fall asleep. So I'm really tired in the morning. Oh, I feel you. Ever since Larry passed away, I also cannot get to sleep. But that's neither here nor there. So I work from home. So by the time I get my toddler ready and Raquel, I drop my toddler off at daycare. I get to yoga class. By the time yoga class is over, I just don't have time. It doesn't work with the schedule, right? So school's already started, and that's why Raquel is a little late, like 15 or 20 minutes late. It's not a big deal. Wait, hun, I might have missed something. What does yoga class have to do with dropping off your daughter in time for school? My yoga class starts at 8 a.m. It's a 45-minute class. By the time I get to class with Raquel, I take the class for 45 minutes. I have to drop her off at school. School starts at 8:35 a.m., right? She's only 15 to 20 minutes late. I don't really think it's that hard to understand. Okay, where is this yoga class? I'm interested in yoga from time to time. It's called Inhale, Exhale, Down Dog Yoga Studio. Okay, hun, could you just hold on for just a sec? Mm-hmm. Okay, hun. So it seems they have earlier classes around 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. You could always work it out with your son's daycare to drop him off earlier. And then that way you could drop off Raquel in time for school. I also see that they have maybe evening classes as well. I don't know your work schedule or when you meet up with your boyfriend, but it does seem they have later evening classes. So lots of options, hun. Okay, I will explain this one more time. I already explained to admin and the teacher this does not work for my family schedule. I cannot sleep very well in the evenings because I am visiting my partner. I then get up to go to yoga because I want to remain healthy. And by the time yoga gets over, you know what? I'm done explaining. This was a waste of time. Well, that was a very new excuse that I have heard. Oh, it's voicemail. Hello, Principal Chavez. This is Helen at District. How are you, hon? I'm just calling you to let you know Raquel's mother did give me a call, and you will not believe the excuse she gave me why she cannot drop Raquel off at school. But we did send that truancy letter just like you and I had discussed, and I think from here it's up to Mom to decide what she wants to do next. Well, you have a beautiful and wonderful day, Mrs. Chavez. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye, hon. Hello, this is Principal Chavez. Hello, hi, Principal Chavez. It is Roxy, the school counselor. Oh, hey, Roxy, what's going on? It's going good. I hope you're doing well. So I did speak to Raquel. I had a chance to sit down and talk to her. Okay, so Raquel's mom did call Helen at district. It didn't go that well. She ended up hanging up on Helen, but there was no plan set in place on how we were going to get Raquel to school on time or avoid her being absent in the future. So at this point, truancy letter has been sent as a warning. The next step would be school officer making a visit. Yes, I also have not been able to get a hold of Mom, but I am glad I was able to speak to Raquel. I'm just going to quickly cover some notes. Raquel mentioned that her mom has a new boyfriend, so babysitter Lucy is the girl's name, comes over. Lucy watches them in the evening, puts them to bed, but then when Raquel wakes up, Lucy is gone. Her mom is either home or sleeping. Usually Raquel is in charge of getting her younger sibling up for school, and then she gets herself ready. Mom then drops off her younger sibling at preschool, and then Mom and Raquel do a variety of things before drop off for Raquel. Okay, and what are the variety of things that they do? There's still quite a bit, so let me just refer to my notes. Raquel said once younger sibling is dropped off, Mom can go back to sleep. Maybe they go to the fitness class, and Raquel just hangs out in, I guess they have childcare. Mom stops off at boyfriend's for a bit, so sometimes Mom will stop at boyfriend's and they'll just hang out, and then they'll drop Raquel off at school. So from what I'm hearing from Raquel, it's a variety of things. It's nothing specific. There's no specific schedule. It could be going to the gas station. It could be going to the store. It could be visiting boyfriends. So, and also we have to understand Raquel is a child. So from her perspective, it doesn't seem like there's anything consistent that she is noticing. Yeah, I find it so odd that she can drop toddler off at daycare, but somehow cannot get Raquel to school on time. So it just, to me, the situation seems a little odd. So from my understanding, preschool or it's like a daycare, I'm not 100% sure, honestly. I don't know how younger the sibling is. She just kept saying toddler. So possibly Mom pays for that facility, so she does have to drop off the toddler. And so it could be easier just to deal with Raquel and not Raquel and having a toddler. Or maybe she doesn't have time to drop off toddler and Raquel to do what she needs to do next. So lots of reasons why possibly she is dropping off sibling and not Raquel. Okay. So I spoke to Mom. Helen spoke to Mom. I had a meeting with Mom. It was explained to her over and over that if tardies and absences were not fixed, a truancy letter would be sent. That is district policy. That's the law. So there's only so much we can do. Mom also was given the option of bus transportation. Family home is only about 5 or 6 minutes away from the school. So even for the bus in the morning, bus is only 10 minutes away from school. By the time it picks up a couple of students on the route and picks up Raquel, bus stop where the bus can pick her up, not far from the house at all either. So not much to kind of go on as far as anything else. It's kind of just up to Raquel's mom at this point. Yep, I understand that there are steps, and that is what is going to happen next. I personally still would like to talk to Raquel's mom, figure out if there's something else going on. Sometimes there's more to a story than a parent or a student can tell us, so I'm also just trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, yeah, I agree. I think it would be good for you to get a hold of Mom. Let's see if maybe you being the school counselor, she's more open to talking with you. For a lot of reasons, parents seem to be more understanding when we get the school counselor involved. So if anything comes of that, give me a call. And also please document everything in the student profile. That way everyone's on the same page. And I will talk to you soon if I hear anything. Perfect. I will make sure to document everything, write it in the profile. And also, I was reading through the notes and I could not believe that Mom hung up on Helen. It was really surprising. Helen is like the sweetest lady. So it was just, yeah. You know, if there's anyone I would hang up on, it is not Helen. You do not want to mess with Helen. She's been the secretary for over 15 years. Bob loves Helen. Everyone loves Helen. You do not want to get on her bad side. I assure anyone, do not get on her bad side. And don't get me wrong, she's like the sweetest old lady. She will have your back 100%, but you don't want to get on her bad side. No.